sure it's nothing you don't like. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey boys, what's going on? It's your boy Colazo here today, guys, and today I'm bringing you another deck tech. This is version number 3 on my Lurking Fear deck that you guys seen in the past. Just keep in mind when I show you this deck's more for fun. It's not for grinding. It's not, to play against all the top meta decks because, Control Fae and Aggrum are out there right now. And this deck is more or less for the memes, and it's super fun to play. So let's just hop into it. I really want to show you guys the deck. I've been working on it for quite a while, and I think where I have it right now is kind of where I like it currently. So before we talk about any other cards in the deck, just for those of you who don't know, this deck is based around Lurking Fear, and it's a 2-mana Abyssian spell, and it lowers the cost of all minions with Dying Wish in your deck and hand by 1, which is very, very, very powerful. So Lurking Fear is awesome. That's what our whole deck's based around. We do have other win conditions in the deck, so if we don't draw the Lurking Fear, it helps, but we have some super powerful cards to back it up right in case we don't get it. So let's start with our general. We're running Lithy. I think Lithy runs great in this deck. Her Bloodborne spell matches or pairs well with a lot of other cards that we're running in this deck, and I'll explain what those cards are when we get to them. Now, our first actual card we're going to talk about is Consuming Rebirth. This card is, to be honest, one of the main engines this deck works so well. If you don't have Consuming Rebirth, don't run this deck because your deck's not going to do that well. Consuming Rebirth is great. It lets you destroy a friendly minion, and at the end of your turn, you resummon that minion and give it +1/+1. Since everything in your deck has Dying Wish, or almost everything in your deck has Dying Wish, this pairs well with almost everything in your deck. And you can pull off some really sick combos with a lot of things in your deck because of Consuming Rebirth. So we're definitely running 3 of them. Running 2 Demonic Lures. This card's super great. It's almost staple in every Abyssian deck. I feel like 2 is all we need though. Running 3 Shrouds. I feel like I wanted a little bit of Dispel in the deck. I feel like when I was playing Lion-R and they drop those Iron Cliffs on you, it's really hard to get an answer for that if you don't have a whip in hand or, things like that. Shroud just help you take care of so many problems, and it pairs well with another card later down the road. When I get to there, I'll show you. 3 Jaxies, Dying Wish, great 2-drop. If your opponent doesn't deal with the mini Jaxie it gives you, you can DFC it, and it can become a big threat. So Jaxie, great, running 3. Next is Lurking Fear. We're running 3 of them, obviously. That's what the deck's based around. Running 2 Punishes. Punish is great for Abyssian. It's amazing removal. It's probably one of the best removal pieces in the game. I don't feel like we need 3. If you like 3, I would suggest dropping 1 Shroud and adding 1 Punish. But I feel like 2 is great. So that's where we're going to stay. Running 2 DFCs. Now, this card is great. This card provides so much damage in the long run. It's unbelievable. Even if you only get a little bit of damage out of it and your opponent removes whatever creature you have this on, you got that amount of damage in. So DFC can be a big surprise. It definitely pairs well with our Vorpal Reavers that we have in the deck. It pairs with our Bloodborne spell very well. It pairs with the mini Jaxies on the field that maybe they can't get to, and you can put it on the mini Jaxie and just have your Wraithlings die to something. And then you have a super buffed up range creature in the corner, So, Horrorbuster, next card. We're running 2 of them. They're very, very, very powerful. They pair very well with our Wraithlings from our Bloodborne spell. Pairs very well with anything in our deck. The Jaxie, Shroud, when Shroud becomes useless after you dispel something. It's a very strong card. I've been thinking about running 3 of them. But, I'm going to keep it at 2 for now and see how it goes. If you guys want to run 3, feel free to. But, it's definitely a very strong card, and if you get it out early and get that 6/6 early, you can apply a ton of pressure, and it's just great. It's a great card. I love it. Next card, we're running 3 Void Hunters. Void Hunter is great. It gives you card draw, and it's a 4/2. What else do you want, It's great. I love this card. Card draw is the main thing, though, because if you just keep drawing, you're going to have all these Dying Wish creatures in your hand. You can play them for basically free sometimes, depending on how many Lurking Fears you've played. So Void Hunter is great. Running 3 Dilotuses. Those O10 Tombstones are amazing, and it has Dying Wish. I mean, you can play these things for 2 mana sometimes. You can play them for 1 mana. 1 mana sometimes, late game. Super powerful card. Definitely running 3 of them. Running 2 Nashers. Now, here's why I'm running Nasher. Nasher is basically a neutral Earth sister, and we all know how annoying Earth sister actually is, so people actually have to play around Nasher. Nasher pairs very, very, very well with Consuming Rebirth if you need, like, instant AoE removal. Well, AoE for creatures, like, kind of next to Nasher, kind of like a Holy Immolation. And it works very nice. I love Nasher just for the Consuming Rebirth combo, and even as creature, he's actually not that bad. Like I said, it applies a lot of pressure, and they have to deal with him. They can't just leave him on the field, you know, because he can deal 3 damage to everything around him. I love Neutral Earth Sister. He's great. Next, we're running 3 Spelljammers. I need some draw on the deck. Besides the Void Hunters, I did have Raid of the Undervault, but since they increased the cost to 6, I feel like I'm just running out of cards way too early, to be honest, man. Way too early. So we're going to be running 3 Spelljammers. I'm trying to keep this deck as mainly just Dying Wish cards, but, you know, there are some cards in here that don't have Dying Wish. Spelljammer, I think there's only 3. I think it's only Spelljammer, Shrouds, and Remnants. Alright, next we're running Reaper of the Nine Moons. Everyone knows this card is just like, this card pisses people off. You can get some great pulls with this card. And the fact that it has Dying Wish just, it's amazing. It's amazing. Fits well with this deck. It's a perfect 5-drop for this deck. We're definitely going to be running, definitely all 3 of them. And definitely if we get Lurking Fear and we can play this guy super early, it's great. It can apply a ton of pressure. It gains you another creature in the long run. Hopefully you get something good and not like a Blood Tier Alchemist. So good luck. Next, we're running probably one of the win conditions in the deck, and that's Vorpal Reaver. We are running 3 of them. Dying Wish, amazing. I've definitely, on turn 9, played 3 of these before. I had 3 in my hand. I played 3 Lurking Fears, and I just played them all for 3 mana. The thing with Vorpal Reaver, which is nice, it pairs well with Consuming Rebirth amazingly. It also pairs well with Deathfire Crescendo after the Reaver dies and you get the Wraithlings. Pairs super well with Deathfire Crescendo. So we're definitely running 3 of them. They're super, super strong. Definitely in this deck since you can play them cheap. And last but not least, I had to put them in here. They're super strong. You cannot build an Abyssian deck and not at least put 2 of them in it. We're running 2 Spec Revs. Just in case we just need that extra 6 damage to end the game. You know, Spec Rev's amazing, and I think 2 of them's great. You can switch out one of the Vorpal Reavers and throw in a 3rd one if you want, but you know, since the deck is Dying Wish, I would suggest keeping all 3 Vorpal Reavers and just having 2 Spec Revs. I feel like 2 is all you need anyway. But anyway, that's my Dying Wish deck. I'm gonna bring you guys back when we get a match. Yeah, see ya. Alrighty, boys, so our first match, we're playing Argenda, and this is Vetruvian. So hopefully we can do good. If he's playing a little bit more aggressive, it's going to be hard for us. Nasher is definitely going to be good in this matchup. We already had Consuming Rebirth and Nasher in hand. We're going to drop the Vorpal Reaver. You know what, Nasher can actually, we could probably drop Nasher. We can start out with the Jaxi, and then we can hopefully draw a Lurking Fear. We got a 2nd Shroud. Now, Shroud takes care of any Fireblaze Obelisk that he plays down. I'd rather kill them than leave them on the field so we don't get Whisper of the Sands. Started out with a Dunecaster. That's actually strong for us. That shows me that he doesn't have any 2-drop Obelisk in hand. We drop one of these. Got a Spec Rev. Not really what we're looking for. Start out with the Jaxi. We'll take the Mana Tile and we'll call it a turn. Punish is great. Punish is great. He's going to ramp up to 4 mana here. At 4 mana, we could see a Fireblaze Obelisk and then a 1-drop. We could see double packs. We could see quite a few things here. Oh, I should have definitely moved my cam back over into the corner. I do apologize. I do apologize. At least let me make it smaller for you guys so it's not as big, you know? Let me make this just a little smaller for you guys. That works. And then, that works. Forgot to switch that over. That was my bad. He did play a Fireblaze Obelisk. Sorry about that. He did play a Fireblaze Obelisk, and we can actually punish it here, and that's probably what we're going to do. Instead of shrouding it, we'll just punish it. And then we'll get rid of this guy. We'll call that a turn. We'll call that a turn. Hopefully we keep getting some good stuff here. We do have Shroud in hand to take care of another obelisk. We have Void Hunter, which we will be able to play next turn. Actually, next turn we could play Spelljammer. We really don't need it yet, but we could play it. We're probably going to end up dispelling his Allomancer. Or, no, we probably want to keep the Dispel, right? We want to keep the Dispel in case he plays a Amara Healer. We really don't need Spelljammer right now. We got a full hand. We have not got any Lurking Fears yet, which is kind of upsetting. So what we're going to do is we're going to move back here. We're going to move down here. We are going to play Reaper of the Nine Moon. No. This trades into this. Play Void Hunter. No, I play Reaper of the Nine Moons. We will play the Reaper here, and we're gonna deal 1 damage to this and take that out. We'll call that a turn. We will get smacked by 4 damage here, but it's okay. Note that when you run this deck, do not Consuming Rebirth onto a Reaper of the Nine Moons, because your Reaper of the Nine Moons will not spawn back up. Because when he dies, the minion will get summoned right where the Reaper of the Nine Moons was. So do not use Consuming Rebirth on your Reapers. Okay, we're probably going to drop Consuming Rebirth here and try to get something else. We're going to try to get something else here. He's got a Doomcaster. He's going to buff up his Iron Dervish. That's fine. He's down to 3 cards in hand. Fortunately for us, we have not... Ooh, hello. Now, this is what I'm going to show you guys, which is why I think this card is amazing. Let me show you guys why I think Nashor is great. We're definitely going to do a Nashor Consuming Rebirth combo here. I just haven't figured out how I want to do it. I mean, I could just dispel this. No, I want a Nashor. I want a Nashor. If I kill this, Nashor there, deal 3 damage to everything around. That doesn't kill anything. Alright, what if we go up here, we trade here, right? See what creature we get. Maybe we get a Amara Healer. And we do! We got... we got his Amara Healer. What a joke. I don't know what obelisk we're gonna get here. Oh no, actually, this is gonna work so good on this because it's gonna deal so much damage. Consuming Rebirth on his Amari Healer is gonna be so clutch. But here, it deals 3 damage to everything around. Let's just do it here. This, I mean, that's nice too. We gained 5 health, but here, we clear more of the board. It didn't even hit it. I ran out of time. I roped myself. I messed up. I do apologize. See, we actually had an option there to Consuming Rebirth. His Amara, which was our Amara Healer at the time, still is. But we could have did that, gained 5 health, did 5 damage to him directly. But here, we took that out. We took out this, so we didn't have to deal with, we didn't have to deal with that. I didn't really want to take another 4 damage. But if you don't rope, that combo works great. Consuming Rebirth on Nashor is great, and plus it gives Nashor a 4/4. He's got Falcius. He's going to take out his Mara Healer. That sucks. That sucks for us. You know, we still gained 5 health out of it, though. So that was actually a super great pull with our Reaper of the Nine Moons. Now, how do we want to do this turn? We do have Spec Rev in hand. If we Spec Rev here, we could Spec Rev this. Spec Rev doesn't lose any health, deals 4 damage to his general. We go down here, smack here. How do I want to do this? We just leave the 3/2 up. That would deal a ton of damage to him, and I think that's actually our best play. So we're just going to Spec Rev this, This deals 6 or 4 damage to him. Gets rid of the Fire Blaze. We attack this here. Kills him. I think we just move up and go face. We drop... No, Void Hunter is great. We need card draw right now. We can drop 1. See if we can get a Spelljammer. Oh, there's a Lurking Fear. That's super great. Actually, this late in the game, I mean, they help, but we didn't really draw any early enough to do anything. We did not draw any early enough to help early game, even though our early game still wasn't that bad. Okay. This is going to trade into this. That's fine. I got 2 creatures out of Nasher, and I did so much work with Nasher already. I'm telling you, he is underrated. I love Nasher. Great card. At least a Spec Rev on the board, unless he has an answer to Spec Rev. We have 2 big threats on the field. Nasher provides some AoE around him, and then Spec Rev's just Spec Rev. He's going face? What? Why would he go face? Blistering Scorn. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. He's gonna kill off the Nasher anyway. Okay, so what's our options? I think Lurking Fear. If I Lurking Fear, this drops to 5 mana. I can still play it. I can't win. I think we just move up. We move over. We Spec Rev this. We're gonna Lurking Fear because why not? We can still play the Vorpal Reaver. We can play the Vorpal Reaver into our Bloodborne spell. And we'll smack him down to 5. Call that a turn. There's the Spelljammers. That's very useful. Like I said, you do run out of cards quick with this deck because you're going to be playing out your hand a lot. Unfortunately for us, we didn't get any Lurking Fears. But you can see the deck still stands pretty good without the Lurking Fear. Do apologize for my cam being in the way, though. Do apologize for that. Alright, I will bring you guys back for game 2. Let me fix my cam issue. And then I'll start it up when we get another one. Alright, boys. Cam's fixed. We're playing Calls for Concern. Let's see how good we do. Again, no Lurking Fears and starting in hand. We're going to drop the Spec Rev. It's too early for that. We'll drop the Dilotus. No, we'll drop the Nasher. We'll keep the Dilotus. We got a Shroud, Horrorbuster. Ugh. Drop the Dilotus. Second Spelljammer. Woo. We can... no, I gotta keep the Dispel. I think we're just gonna start out with nothing. We're just gonna start out with nothing. We can drop Void Hunter next turn, or the Horrorbuster, or Burster. I've been calling it wrong the whole time. Why didn't you guys yell at me? Why didn't you yell at me? It's Burster, not Busta. Okay, we're gonna move up. We're gonna deal 2 damage there. And we can't Shroud this, which sucks. And we just play a Void Hunter. We'll play the Void Hunter here. He might backstab it, but it is what it is. We'll drop a Spelljammer. Got another Shroud. That's great. Unfortunately, we haven't drawn another Lurking Fear, and that kind of sucks a lot. I really want to get you guys, I really want to get a game where Lurking Fear goes off, and believe me, when you do get it and it does go off, it's a very good combo. It's very good combo. And you can get things rolling. So he's probably gonna buff up the Chakra here. He's probably gonna do some kind of shenanigans with the Katara and place it behind us. It's kind of expected. There's the Lantern Fox. Hope he doesn't have an Inner Focus. Jux. He's gonna Jux, backstab here, smack me here. That's fine. Oh, and we lose a Consuming Rebirth out of it? Come on. Give me a break. He's already down to 2 cards in hand. Yeah, that's not fishy, right? What do we do? I think at this point, Spelljammer helps him more than it helps me. So we're gonna drop the Spelljammer. What do we do? What do we do? Well, we kill this off, I think. I think we kill this off and we dispel this. Now, he placed that back there, which is kind of concerning. But I really don't want to give him any Phoenix Fires. I think that's our play. And we'll dispel this here. We don't want to give him any Phoenix Fires, like I said. And I think we just Bloodborne spell. And hopefully one of these Wraithlings end up behind us so we don't get smacked. Oh, it doesn't have backstab anyway. What am I saying? Now, he could buff it up here. That is quite the possibility if he does. We have a Shroud, so we're definitely going to take quite a bit of damage here. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that we're going to take quite a bit of damage from his avatar. We might be able to get a 6/6 next turn if he doesn't answer everything on board, because we could Burster into Consuming Rebirth and get a 6/6. Alright, so he's opting to take out 1 Wraithling. He's probably thinking I'm playing with Varex. He leaves this on board. There's another one of those. There's a Kaido. Okay, so he's emptying his whole hand. Making it very difficult for me to do anything. He's indeed making it pretty difficult for us to do anything. Nash or Consuming Rebirth is going to be a great combo as well. Unfortunately, we did lose one of our Consuming Rebirths. I can't do it this turn, which sucks. We haven't drawn into a Lurking Fear yet. Which is just my luck because I'm trying to record a video to show it off, and of course, when I do, I don't draw any. Now we can try to get a 6/6 here, which would be Opportunic. We can kill off the Chakri. Kill off the Chakri. We kill off the Chakri, that leaves this, and that's going to backstab my 6. Or... But if this goes up here, we can take out the Lantern Fox. This goes over here, we're still going to get smacked by 5. Oh no, because we can throw down Consuming Rebirth, and Consuming Rebirth leaves a minion on board. That's right, I forgot. We're actually gonna do it over here. We're gonna Consuming Rebirth this. This gives us a 6/6 here. We're gonna. Do I want to go face? No. We're gonna take out one of the Lantern Foxes, and we're gonna call it a turn. We're gonna call that a turn. Alrighty. Now, his general can hit this, and this won't transform into anything, but he'll take 5 damage. He'll take 5. Down to 2 cards in hand. One is a Phoenix Fire, so he could just Phoenix Fire this as well. We're still running from the Chakri, even though we do have the removal for it, but I feel like the plays that we've been doing are just more opportunic. I don't know if that's a word. But, you know, whatever. I'm avoiding the Kaido Assassin by 1 space, as long as he doesn't have any kind of, like Jux or Mist Dragon Seal. He's going to want to take care of this, so he might trade the Chakri into it. No, he's going to Phoenix Fire it. He's going to Phoenix Fire it. That's fine. So I'm just going to not throw down any Spelljammers and just keep avoiding hitting him for any sort of damage. Or feeding them any cards. I want to keep trying to avoid taking damage here. Another Katara. Alright, so we really want to draw into a Consuming Rebirth. And we don't. We get a Shroud. Actually, Shroud's nice too. So we could just Shroud here. Get rid of that. Easy. I really want to play the Nasher. Bloodborne spell doesn't seem to do us anything. We're just going to keep kind of running away from him. I don't want to play the Nasher somewhere as it can get backstabbed, and really any place I'm looking to put it is going to get backstabbed. No, when this dies, it deals 3 damage to enemies all around. So if I play it here, even if he backstabs it, it kills either one of these, right? Kills either one of them. Maybe we can bait it, use it as bait, and he'll go for it. We'll play it there. We'll use it as bait. Possibly he'll kill both of these off with it, you know, hopefully. We're going to keep avoiding the backstab. He has 1 card in hand, so I'm just going to hope it's not like Jux or Miss Dragonsteel or anything that can get behind us. The Heartseeker we can get to with our General next turn, so I'm not worried about that. I'm trying to make him play around things as much as possible. Or not play around things, I'm sorry. He's moved there. He's going to move this up here. These two are going to trade. He's going to kill this off. Oh, no, he's going to kill that with that. That makes sense. Okay, so he's got 1 card in hand. I hope it's nothing useful. I hope it's not like a Killing Edge. Key Beholder. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks too. Okay. That's gotta go, so I think we might just Spec Rev it. Let's get rid of the DFC, that doesn't help at this moment. We could just Shroud this, right? If I Nasher, I can Nasher here into Shroud here. I can play 2 Nashers. Save the Spec Rev. Shroud that, no range for him. We'll move up here, get rid of this one in the corner, and that leaves us with our Bloodborne spell. I think that's looking like a pretty decent board. Spec Rev is in hand, so we can deal 6 damage to him directly. The way our minions are placed, it's going to be hard for him to do anything, because Nashers do 3 damage to anything around when they die. This no longer has range. He only has 1 card in hand, because he's been running out of cards pretty quick. I really don't want to play the Spelljammer. Feeding Songhai cards is not a great idea. Plus, it looks like we have a better board presence than he does. Even though he has, all these backstab minions, Nashers are just... They're so effective, man. They're so effective. I should have actually played this Nasher up here. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I played it down there. Don't know why I should have actually played that Nasher up here to prevent him from going anywhere. Oh, 4 wins. That's not what I wanted to see. I might have to Spec Rev this instead. If I Spec Rev 6... Oh, he's almost 7 damage that I need to do. We're gonna drop this. I don't want to feed him cards. Oh my god. We could just hope that he doesn't play any spell. Oh no, he's gonna play fucking spells. He's gonna play spells, man. I think we can just try to double Spec Rev his face and go for the W. He's got 1 card in hand. He's got his Bloodborne spell, so that's 1 damage to me. That's another damage to me. I go 6 to face, right? 6 to face. Oh, we just move up. Well, Bloodborne spell. We'll see how this goes. No, we're gonna try to beat him with this Spec Revs. I should have probably ran instead of leaving myself in this position, because now he could smack me for 2 damage. Now we're gonna try to get lucky and hopefully we're gonna do another 6 damage with our second spec rev, and if hopefully something deals damage to this deck, like that doesn't backstab it or doesn't kill it for range, so it deals 4 damage to it, and that would leave us to W. Also, we have these Wraithlings on board, which could do a lot of damage as well. Now, him running away is a good sign for us. He's probably going to throw the Heartseeker here to block off the path of this, but little does he know that we actually have second spec rev in hand. Oh, he plays a Ghost Lightning. Okay. Ghost Lightning's actually shit. I did not want to see Ghost Lightning. We can still win. Yeah, we could still win. We still got game. We still got game. Well played, sir. We're gonna win because we got 2 spec revs. We got both of them. Alright, so apparently we're laddering pretty well with our Lurking Fear deck. Unfortunately, we haven't drawn any Lurking Fears, which is the point of the deck. Oh, what's that bullshit? All we've been doing is playing today, really. Let me show you guys, just to show you guys that the last 2 games were back-to-back. This is all last night when I was streaming. But hopped on, started playing some Lurking Fear, and it's working for us. Even though we haven't drawn any Lurking Fears, I'm sorry for that, you know. But I want to show you guys what the deck can do. The deck can win. You guys see that even in the current meta, it can win. Unfortunately, like I said, we just didn't draw any Lurking Fears. But the deck itself is still super strong, even though I did do a few misplays. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my Lurking Fear deck 3.0. I'm telling you, it's super strong. You guys see how it is when you don't draw the Lurking Fears? I'm telling you, when you draw the Lurking Fears, it gets insane. You can play shit so early. Those Nashers, I'm telling you, they're key cards. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, comment down below, let me know what you guys want to see next in the next deck tech. And as always, I'm your boy Clazo. I hope you guys keep on dueling, and I'll see you guys later.